Hi, good evening, everyone. Just give me 1 second. I'm just posting the link and then we can be all set. All right, I've shared the link on Twitter and on Telegram, both sides. Oh, I've not shared the screen. Let me share the screen. Yeah. All right, hi and good evening to all of you. Let me open my chat so that I can see how many people are here. Hi, Jeremy. That's all right. Hi, Vasudha. Good evening. Hi, Mr. JK. How are you? I'm like about 6 minutes early. So I am very positive in the market at this time. Hi, Tarun. Uh, Chipset, I have no idea about that in there, but yes, I posted AMD, Nvidia, and I'm long in both of them. I'm holding that position, Shravan. So I need to understand what CHIPS Act is, but my high level view is that it is giving preference to build chips in US as compared to outside. So yes, any company which is building chips inside US will have preference and will get a push. Like Intel stopped their $20 billion investment because they wanted to have a preference in America. So I think this act will pass. Should be a good booster for the chip stocks, but how much I don't know. But let's see. Uh, Chris, Santarelli gonna happen. We had a morning star on the week end, and we closed above a very good area. So possibly a rally. I expect Fed to do one, maybe 100 or 75 basis point thing on the end of July, and then we should see one good rally in the market before taking a turn. I expect from July end, August complete, maybe September half, we should see a good one clean move in the market. Hi Praveen, hi Satya, hi Patel. Pelosi bought, like we also bought Nvidia. I bought Nvidia. I even posted the chart. I think one of the guys in our group, he also posted Nvidia, but I told very clearly that above 156 we have a target of 168. So I'm holding AMD and Nvidia both. Hi Shiva, hi K, hi Srini, hi CN. So more or less, I have a positive outlook on the market, and as you see, the levels are working out really well. Uh, so let's use those levels and try to see what we can achieve in this week. Last week, I did relatively all right. I had a very bad day on Wednesday, very bad day. And again, I don't know whether it's superstition or something. I always lose on Wednesdays, no matter what. I always lose on Wednesdays. So from now on, I'm gonna keep very limited trades on Wednesday. Hi Socrates, hi Nagesh, hi Naisa, hi Vani. So let's start from a simple scan, which is inside week first, and then we'll go to the inside day. And again, I'm doing this scan in my watch list. You could do this scan across all the stocks. You will find much more opportunities. But I tend to focus my self on the stock I have in the watch list. So Roadblocks is doing good. MDB. So I'm gonna add MDB somewhere here. And if we have time, we'll try to include them. MDB and Roblox on the inside week. SC space. No, these are all can be ignored. Inside this, Itzy, Roku, Twilio, UL. Roku, I think we already have. Itzy, we have. So inside the on Itzy. Inside the. Inside the. All right. So if you have any. Yes, I'm back. Uh, I was back. See, problem is when you are in a negative trade, and again, it's my mistake. It's not nobody to blame for. When you're in a negative trade, it's better to take a break, switch your mindset, and then trade again. Otherwise, you keep on doing the same mistakes. I recognized what I was doing wrong, so I paused for a moment, took a day or two break, and then traded. And it's not a bad thing. Like you cannot have a very positive mindset every day. There are many things more than trading happening around the world. You will have office, you will have family, you will have so many other things. So sometimes you lose focus. And when you lose focus, you tend to make mistakes. So it's all right. So I'm happy. I am back on focused trail to get my money back. Hopefully, we'll be able to achieve my goal and then move forward from there. All right. One thing which I have learned over the years is never give up. If you have made mistakes, it's all right. We'll look at the mistake, we'll try to evaluate what I have done wrong and then fix it. Once you fix it, you have made a learning and you can use that learning and move on. Do not quit ever. I don't like quitters, so do not ever quit. All right, so 6:45, that's the time we allocated for our session. So hi and welcome to all of the people who have joined live. Hope you have a beautiful weekend with your family and friends. Uh, my outlook for this week is a little positive. Uh, and I'm going to give you analysis on my understanding based on the candle patterns, Fibonacci, and regression channel. And we'll be sharing that on the sheet so that you can all, when you're reviewing your chart, you can consider those as the levels to refer. All right, we have done some inside day scans. So inside day, we got Roku and Etsy on my list. Inside week, I have MDB and Roblox. So I'll include MDB and Roblox if I have some time uh, from the list. Otherwise, we can jump. All right, so first come first is ES. So ES on Friday, uh, see, it's a very clean morning star. People who do not understand morning star, you should have a red candle. So we had the red candle, and I'm considering again, this is how you understand it. Look at these two red candles together. The top, the bottom, the top and the bottom. And then we had a complete gravestone doji. This was taken over by this big green candle. Okay, so when you are coming from the top was 1350 and you made a low of around 3720. That's about 200 points, something roughly. So 200 points down, you bounced, you took over the negative sentiment in a one big candle. That's a morning star. And when you have a morning star, you will have a follow up. Now, the only thing which is pending for me is to take over 3897. NQ has taken over 34 EMA, but SPY or ES is yet to do that. So now once we have achieved 3855 over the week, we closed above it, 12 EMA is there, we have an evening star. So the positivity in the market is right there. Some people will say that yes, the RSI is highly overbought, but it's all right. RSI can be overbought for a period of time, and RSI can be oversold for a period of time. I am not looking into that too much, but if you want it to cool down, let it cool down. 3855 is your stop loss. So I don't want it to go below 3855. It may chop around just to give a cool off on the RSI. If you want to make a higher move, you need to breach 38.97. That will confirm the morning star breakout. So from neutral, I am become positive to neutral. So I am not short, but positive to neutral. So that's a change of trend, change of bias. Until now, I was short to neutral or totally short, a little bit neutral. But this is 70% I'm going to be positive, 30% if I lose some levels. Now, where I want to buy? I want to buy on Friday's high. Friday's high was 38.68. So the level is 38.70. I want to buy above. 38.55 is my stop loss level, which is this important line. 38.40, 55, 38.45. This is an important area. So in case people who look at all the indicators, if you see RSI cool off, it comes around this. If I extend this drawing, uh, extend to the right, if you come and see that yes, it's coming along this line, it should bounce. If it loses this, we're going to come down and uh, find a support at 37.95. I am not expecting it to break below the morning star area. This is a very important area, 37.95. So I am not expecting it to break below or break down at this point of time. Anything can change later on, but at this time, 37.95 is the max I want. On the top side, 38.97. I'll just make it 38.95 just to round it off. 4,009. So it's a, and one more thing, I had an inside week last time. So if you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inside weeks in the body. I'm not looking at the wicks, looking only at the body. There are 4 bodies, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the 5th body. If we break out above 39.15, that will be a massive move all the way to 41.80. Because it will take out 23.6 Fibonacci and 38.2 Fibonacci level. So 4160, 4180 will be tested once we break out above 3915. So it's going to be explosive move. 5th inside week. So when you have inside week in the, like, for example, we had the same kind of consolidation in BA. And in one day, BA moved $10, $12. Same thing, if we break out from this 39.55, it's going to be a massive move. So I am very positive considering all these technical candle patterns. It's a morning star. And when you have confidence on the patterns, when you take a position, you also feel comfortable while taking that position. Greater 39.50, expect a breakout. On the downside, coming back, downside, like if we lose 38.20, that's an important area. 38.20, 37.95. 37.95, if we lose, yes, things can become ugly. But at this time, this area, you see, this cross candle, this is a perfect target area. So 37.95 and 38.28. I want to sell below 12 EMA. The trade is short, but I'm not so short on market because it's a 30% bias. Second thing, if somehow market, like, I want to give you one more clear example. Somehow market goes and tests this. It goes until 38.30. I'm looking not to add here. I will not add here. not trying to be smart. Only if it comes back and go above 38.55, only then I'm going to add. So if it comes here, I will better either short it or wait for it to reclaim 38.55. If it reclaims 38.55, it means bulls have the strength. They got the uh, price action from the negativity to the flat, strong area where we have a breakout, and then the breakout will continue. Never try to add preemptively, because I have done that. And whenever you try to add preemptively, most of the time we lose. It's better to wait for the areas or the levels to come and then use those levels. And market will always give you an opportunity to use those levels. It's just that you need to be patient for the right opportunity. I'm learning that. I'm adapting to be patient. I used to be very impatient in my trades. Now I'm trying to relax myself and be patient. And that is going to help me, nothing else. Trading is all about emotions, nothing else. Technically, you know what needs to be done, but in the live market, when you are having your money, that's where the emotion comes in. When to click on that execute, when to get out of the trade, it's all in the head, it's all emotions. So you can, I share this to everybody. When you start to trade on mathematics, you will never lose. When you start to trade on emotions, there's a high possibility of making a wrong execution. Again, I am same like you. I'm not a millionaire, not a billionaire. I'm learning every day. I'm sharing what I know. But this is something we should all adapt and move on. All right. So this was the level for ES 38.70 and above, 38.55 stop loss. Go for this area. Then triple Q has already crossed 34 EMA. It almost right there. So it's a point of breakout. I want to do a breakout. And again, look at the value of 12 and 34. Like people always ask me why I use 12 and 34. Look at exactly to the point it came, got rejected. Point to the came, rejected. Took the support, tested 34. Rejected by 34. Rejected by 34. Again, took the support of 12 EMA. 12 and 34, I have used more than like few years now, and I have full confidence in 12 and 34. That's why I use it. I don't need so many EMAs people use. Again, I will not say that you have to use 12 and 34. You can use where you find your back test working properly. Now coming back to the levels, this is a 38.2 Fibonacci breakout. So 290 will be a really, really good support area. And you need to understand, once you break 38, the next target is always 61, which is 299. 299, we might struggle a little bit, but that's the area. So if you are on triple Q, positive, I want to buy above the 34 EMA, which is 292.25. And when you're buying above this area, you already have a confidence that yes, it has crossed above 34 EMA. And once you have crossed above 34 EMA, in meaning that yes, the system or the index has now the strength. And what are the levels? 294.50. So 294.50, 299.25. This is a 69 Fibonacci. So it's a consolidation and can go higher. So consolidation is still happening between 34 and 12 EMA. A breakout above 34. Above 34. Again, I am neutral on triple Q because I'm expecting it to work out really well. I will only short if it loses this 12 EMA. I'm not going to short it unnecessarily. So I'm going to sell below 288.3, which is this area. My stop loss is 289.8. Same thing here, 289.8. Target is 284. I think 284 is the max we should see. Again, I'm 70% bullish and 30% bearish. So I'm expecting triple Q to be the leader of this move. And when I'm expecting that, we should give 70% bias to triple Q as well. Now, I'm going to do the individual stocks. So the first stock we have is Apple. So Apple, I had a target of 150. Again, power of Fibonacci 38.2%. It hit 150.71, which was the target number. And looking to buy the dip, it came and it hit right there. This was Thursday. This was Wednesdays. It came into this area, gave the dip 143. This was there, and then boom, right it hit. So I'm gonna be very positive on Apple. I think this area, this line is a very good area to accumulate, because after a very long time, this has been taken. Once we break out above 150, we can look out for 158.91. So buy above 150.75, and Apple is positive. My target is 154.81. Again, these are mathematical numbers. I am not doing any random numbers on my own. 158.90. Stop loss is 149-ish area. 148. This is the stop loss. You can try to add in the dip if you get a dip around 148, 149. But in this case, I will prefer if we can cross 150.75. If we do that, we have open areas for the target. So I'm still keeping the comment, looking to buy the dip. AMD. So as I said, in AMD has filled the gap which it had, and it has bounced right off it. It has bounced right off this area. The gap was filled right here, and 12 EMA is reclaimed. I have position of AMD in my account, and I even shared that on the Telegram. I have not exited that position. I'm looking to get 84 in 86. AMD is positive. My stop loss is now 79.50. Target is 84.60 and 86, 85.90. This is my area. It has filled the gap, and now it has reclaimed 12 EMA and fib level. So positive. I want to buy because you see we actually had this area. Now we closed. Look at the bottom. The bottom of this one was it closed at 80.78 and it closed at 81. So 80.81 area is really good to add. 80.81 area is really good to add AMD. So when you add, this will give you a positive move towards 84.60, 85.90. And I'm reasonably bullish on AMD. Amazon is not able to break out above the 34 EMA. It's like it has an inside day but didn't break out. It's struggling right there. It tried, it went up to 115, but end of the day, it closed underneath the 34 EMA. So now I expect Amazon to show some strength, adding it to the positive layer. I want it to go above 114. My target is 119 and 121. 114, 45. 119 and 121. I'm not selling anything. My stop loss will be this gray number 112.64. It's right in the between of 34 and the 12. So I'm considering that. Or if you want to keep uh, the line more stronger, 111.78 could be your stop loss. 75. BA. BA has finally broken out over the weekend. It had finally able to cross above this line and close above it. Now I am expecting, see, this was uh, this was a channel which I was using. It lost this channel uh, in the earnings. Finally, it has reclaimed that earnings. So 161 and 166 is something I'm expecting on PA. Now, if it opens uh, on Monday, and if we reclaim 151, that will be a really, really good setup. Above 151, you should see 161. So BA, I'm very bullish. BA is something which I've been recommending uh, lately, and it has broken out really, really nicely. Now the support loss for this will be 143. The highs, the close here is 147. The close here is 147. So we have two daily close of 147, and this one still red candle, but if you convert this into Heikinishi, you will see a positive candle. So we have a back flat base. So it's a positive area. So I'm gonna keep 147, 148 as my entry, uh, as my stop loss. Anything above today's high, which is 149, buy above 149. Target is 151.50 and 162. So bull flag is working out. Extreme consolidation happened and we broke out. So bull flag continuation. Baba, again, like it went to 128, failed and came back. Tested 98, which is 23.6 Fibonacci, and bounced. That's struggling right there. Now, my assumption is if US market closed well on Friday, Hong Kong market should replicate the same and should show some strength. If we can get a move over 107, that's about 5% in Baba, that will become a potential morning star. And it can test 110 above that. But right now, I will just keep it neutral because it has broken down. I'm not intending to add it around this price. If it goes above 103, 105, it will show some strength. And in any case, if Hong Kong market it opens up around 4%, it will test 107 roughly by itself. So I'm going to keep this thing very same. Baba keeping it neutral. I want the Hong Kong market to show some strength. CRM, Salesforce is one stock which has clearly shown positive bias when it comes into this area. And it is roughly making what you call like if you consider this, it's not a clean, but it's roughly making inverted head and shoulders. It's, again, I'm not saying it's a clean one, but it's roughly making it. So if we can break above 170, it has potential to go. It had really good earnings last time, and the earnings are nowhere near. But looking at the gravestone doji and the intent, if we can reclaim 169, I think it will be really, really good on CRM. So I'm keeping it neutral. I want to come and claim 169. 169. Buy above 169. And this stock has the potential to give you a $6 and $7 move. So 169, then target is 171. 171.50. And next target is around this area where it has struggled. The low of this 176.50. It's a morning star on daily. Stop loss. I want to keep the close as my stop loss. 167.30. That's for CRM. Crowd, CRWD. Crowd is like, if you see, I make a channel, this is at the bottom of the channel and the top. So 199 is right there. Again, consolidation happening between 12 and 34, which is really good. And if you want to see the channel, connect from the bottom of this, and you see everything will fall in place. So it's going up here, coming down, going up here, staying up here, coming down, going up here, coming down, going up here, coming down. So it's now should go up here. So it's a setup which is right there in the channel. We have Fibonacci, which is 38.2 Fibonacci level acting as support. 12 and 34 EMAs are there. 12 is riding above 34, meaning it has shown some strength. So 175.20 is the 34 EMA and 178.25 is the 12 EMA. So 175 should act as a good stop loss, and 178.50 should act as a good area to buy. Now, what could be our target? Target is 186, 192. Again, I'm not moved to sell anything. Crowd, I'm keeping it neutral. Oh, I want to make it positive because it is above 12 and 34. D-Dog. And guys, I will answer your questions once I'm done. Otherwise, I get deviated. D-Dog has been on the downtrend since last time we discussed. It broke this channel area and it broke down. Now again, it is setting up for inverted head and shoulders, right? So it's shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2. I'm ignoring this one. Again, it's how you want to see the pattern. So this is a 3-day base area, has been a base in the past, 91. So I'm going to keep a low of this as my stop loss, like low of here, close of here, 93 as my stop loss. I want to buy above 97.50, which is the high or the close of this green candle. So D-Dog is neutral. I want to keep 93 as my stop loss. I want to buy above this body. You can actually buy above the red body, which is around 96.50. So buy above 96.50. Your area for target will be 99 and 160. 170. It's inverted head and shoulders right there. I'm going to move to ITSI. ITSI has an inside day. So whenever we have an inside day, if we want to see a positive momentum, it should be bought above 83.60. So ITSI buy above 83.60. the high of 2 days, and this is the gravestone doji as well. And I'm going to keep the stop loss of the low 8160. Again, I'm using the price action. I'm going to hit this area where we have the candle, which is 85 and then 86.90. It can also break down. In that case, you will, like, the trade is very below. It's like you need to sell below 78, and there's hardly anything left when you're trading that. So I'm taking ITSI on the positive side. Inside day, positive breakout. Google, again, you can divide this level, but Google came and tested this. Now it has already converted into this area 113, 114. I need to draw this. So I'm going to eliminate Google for now because it's not easy to drive those levels with Google. So I'm keeping this open. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back and add this. So Meta. Meta has reclaimed the 12 EMA. It's like one of the companies which tries to reclaim 12 EMA. Right here failed, right here failed. In the third attempt, it's trying to do that so that it can fill the gap before the earnings. If it doesn't, then it's going to be really, really bad. The move here is above 164.75. So Meta is buy above 165, but we want to take 165. We want to take 12 EM into consideration. We should fill this gap. The gap is at 168, and then so fill the gap trade. Moderna, I am think we are done with it. So I can bring either MDB or Roblox. So let me bring MDB. MDB, it's inside week. MDB has shown some strength. Again, if you draw a channel, it as at the bottom of the channel, and again, you will clearly see if I join these areas and the tops, it's going up, coming down, going up, coming down. This 304, which is a 23.6 Fibonacci, has been acting a really tough area for it to hold. The moment it was holding, it's good. The moment it lost, it came down to the bottom of the channel. Now we should see a bounce from here, keeping this channel line as our support. If we lose this channel line on the closing basis, it's going to be hard for MDB to reclaim it. MDB is a very big mover, so I expect it to give us a good move. Now 277, the support here is around 272-ish. I'm going to keep it neutral. 272 is the support. I want to buy about 280. Again, it's target is 286, 289. 60%. Expect support from channel. Microsoft finally was showing some strength. It lost incredibly. Microsoft respect these numbers really, really well. So Microsoft lost the big move from 265 once they announced that yes, they are cutting on the staff, and then it went on to 248. 248 is 23 Fibonacci, tested, bounced, 38 took the support bounce, now 258 and above. 258 is the 12 EMA as well. So I'm going to keep that. So Microsoft is buy above 258.50, 261, 263. Again, I'm not in a mood to sell. Stop loss, I'm going to keep my close 256. Netflix, I posted that yes, it's expecting a bounce around 181 because it tested 181 12 EMA, and since then it went on to make 189 and closed above the 34 EMA, which is really, really good. Again, I've been positive on Netflix because I was expecting the advertisement thing. Yes, they have mentioned that they will lose about 2 million subscribers, but I think they're going to cut down on the prices and they're going to expand the password sharing thing. So the people who are using Netflix, they'll not be able to share passwords. If they're able to compensate and introduce advertisements, I think Netflix is a cheap stock at this time. It will see some really good momentum. So a move towards 220, 230 can be easily there. Like 220 is something I'm expecting with Netflix. So I'm going to keep very simple trade in Netflix. After a long, long time, 34 EMA has been taken forward or breached by Netflix. Since 393, this is the first time we have a close above 34 EMA, which is really, really bullish. No matter what the news says, this is really bullish. So I'm going to keep a stop loss of 186 and want to buy. 34 reclaimed. 34 EMA after a very long time. I hope it's not a fake reclamation, because if it happens, then it will be bad. But I want it to be positive. I want to buy above 190. My target is 195.60 and 206. Nvidia, I even like same like AMD, Nvidia. I posted that yes, 156 close is really good. We should expect 168. I think we will see 168 pretty soon on Nvidia. Stop loss is 156. Nvidia is positive. 156.15. Buy above today's high, which is 158. Target is 164.50 and 168. After a very long time, the market will give you a trend where you can swing some trades. That's how much positive I am. Roku. Roku is like inside day. Again, if inside day is there, it's better to go above. I want to trade above 88.50 because that's where it struggles. So it's only above this area. So Roku is still fine. Tesla, I'm not positive. Tesla has a gravestone doji right there. If we lose 12 EM at this time, which is 710, I think it's not going to be positive on Tesla. So Tesla, I am like 60% short and 40% positive. Again, with the market momentum, it can go higher, but I'm not expecting really good numbers from Tesla. Sell below 710, which is the 12 EMA. Stop loss is 723, which is a 34 EMA. Target is 686, 629, 663. Yes. Buy only above 723. Stop loss is 710, 710, 760. Yeah. So this is the area. Now I have space for one, which is roadblocks. So let me do the roadblocks right here. Roadblocks is trying to test this wall of 40. It's holding this 12 EMA. So I think last time we talked about this, it had double inside day and it broke out. So I think above 40, there's a very high possibility by above 40, 50, it can break out. Stop loss will be around 39.50. Target will be 44.75. Now, in all of this, which is my most preferred trade, I will go for BA with 70%, and I prefer AMD and Nvidia with 70%. I expect, because after a very good uh, down move in all of them, there's a very high possibility that yes, AMD, BA, and Nvidia can be a very, very good mover. I'm not going to cover Google because I wanted to cover it tomorrow, and the prices are divided by 20. So I need to draw all the direction channels and everything once the levels are defined. So I'll do that tomorrow once we have a better uh, clarity on the prices. So I'm going to share the Zoom link. If you're interested, you can come and you can share your opinion, you can talk, you can ask your questions, share your charts, and in between I will read your comments and I'll try to answer as much as I can. So the Zoom link is right there and you can join it. So let me read your comments. As I said, I'm going to cover Google tomorrow, not today, just ignoring it for now. It's not going to go forever. That's all right, Gurpreet, you can watch it. Google split is done. Yes. Just watching DA for more strength because I'm not convinced totally. Check weekly chart. Look like inverse. Okay, let's check on BA on the weekly chart. See, even on the weekly chart, Ajit Bhai, it has covered. It has taken over the channel. It has taken over the 12 EMA. It has taken over this big negative candle. And it is coming to this 150-50 area. So I am convinced that yes, it has more strength to it. I am not convinced it's inverted head and shoulders. Because inverted head and shoulders, it needs to come down and then go. It's kind of flat on the weekly in this area. So not a clean inverted head and shoulders, if you want to say. Yes, Kudlu, I'm late to the class. This is not a class. This is just a discussion. Nothing else. And EC Enjoy. See, market changes every day, every single second. You just need to react. Don't think it's a bull market, a bear market, and keep that in your mind. Because when you have that in the back side of your mind, your trades get affected from that. Look at the price, look at the levels you have prepared one night before, and just react to that. If something is moving above, trade on that. Something is moving below, trade on that. That's it. Keep it very simple. Apple, why don't you use lower levels for Apple for Fibonacci? See, I'm not changing my Fibonacci unless the levels are broken. So I have these levels. I'm not changing them. They were defined like in October of last year, and I'm not changing them. Sometimes I prefer not to change them because I expect them to work out and reclaim those levels. That's why I was insisting 137 is a really, really important area for Apple. But I prefer that, yes, this was my regression channel. It failed, tested here, and bounced. So this gives me really, really good levels to work on. And you can validate that. I do not change my Fibonacci levels pretty quickly. Any reason why crude oil gap down? Let me check. I have not checked. It's flat. It has not gapped down. It's flat. It's right. There's nothing. Maybe you're just wondering the switch of futures because you were in uh, August or July futures, and now it's September futures. Maybe that's why you're worrying. Futures always have a discount or premium. So right now, September futures are trading at 94, and this is the current market price. What is high and low of your fib level? I just showed you. High nail high. Kramer ringing the bell. I don't know about him. People have called him unlucky. So let's see. Zoom out a bit. I will. Okay. You can send me the picture. I will check on that. Your thought on TSLQ. Zoviel, I have bearish sentiment on Tesla, not only because of the delivery numbers, just because there is no more free money. And Tesla, if something comes out negative, Tesla can be really, really hit badly. So we'll finally have the chance to short the shorts. That's a good one. So I don't know how anybody joined or not. We have only one person Zoom user. Do you have anything for me? Any questions? Mr. Zoom user, you joined in. Do you have any questions? Talk?
No, sir, no.
No? All right. Anyone else? All right. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter. You can send me or tag me on Telegram. I'll try to answer. I have time today, so I can address any questions if you have. All right. Have a good night and all the very best for tomorrow. Hopefully, we should all make good money tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good